thought that I would share with you my very simplified skincare routine for both morning and night. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes I really enjoy a nice 10-step skincare routine, but a lot of the times when I'm feeling lazy and it's been a long day, I just like to stick to the basics and minimize my routine as much as I can. I wanted to make this video for those of you who want an effective skincare routine that works but also doesn't take 20 minutes to do and is kind to your wallet. And before I get started, I should probably mention my skin type. So I have combination skin. Sometimes I'm dry, sometimes I'm dehydrated, sometimes I'm oily, and a lot of times I'm sensitive to certain ingredients. So yeah, I have a really tricky skin type to work with, but I'm pretty confident that this skincare routine will work for anyone. So jumping into my morning skincare routine, I always start off with washing my face with lukewarm water. It's really important that you don't wash your face with super hot water because it can damage your skin barrier. So because I don't use a cleanser, I rely heavily on my toner pads. I go back and forth between using this and the Medicube one that's supposed to help with pores, but I look for ones that are always moisturizing. This one is by Peach and Lily. So just any hydrating pad will work. Just make sure that you're getting it all over your face and let it dry down before moving on to your next step. Next is eye cream, because it is the most delicate area on your face that's prone to wrinkles super quickly, so I always like to hydrate it with my eye cream. Now my last step in my morning skincare routine is moisturizer / sunscreen. I mentioned this a lot in my previous videos, and it's the Supergoop Super Screen Moisturizer plus SPF 40 in 1. I love this because it keeps me hydrated all day and I don't need to go in with a separate sunscreen afterwards because I know that I'm already covered just with this 2-in-1 product. You do have to work it into your skin a little bit, but I like to take that extra time in the morning to massage my face and depuff as I go. And that's basically it for my morning routine. So next for my PM routine. I think this can change depending on if you're a makeup wearer or not, but because I like to wear makeup on a daily basis, I obviously need to take it off at the end of the night, which adds to this routine. So in order to take off my makeup really effectively, I've been loving my Pharmacy Beauty Clearly Clean Cleansing Balm. I only use cleansing balms when I remove my makeup because I find that nothing else really works, especially if I'm wearing heavy mascara and eyeliner or really super full coverage foundation. I always go back to a cleansing balm to make sure that I get everything off. What's great about this one is that they use really gentle ingredients and my skin doesn't feel like it's overly stripped or dry at the end of my cleanse. Some people might find this step excessive, but I always found it super necessary, especially for me since I am a makeup wearer. I always go back in and double cleanse with an actual cleansing device. This one I talked about before in previous vlogs, but it's my Foreo Mini Luna 2. I love this one especially because it has silicone bristles, so bacteria doesn't get caught in typical cleansing devices that have brushes. And then for my cleanser, I'm using this new brand called Plankdose. This is their Phyto Exfoliating Cleanser. It has one of my favorite skincare ingredients, which is turmeric. That really helps to brighten up the skin, and I just really like how this one is really gentle on the skin and it also foams up really nicely, so I feel like I'm really getting a deep cleanse without feeling overstripped. So after cleansing, I go in again with one of my moisture pads. It just gets the last traces of makeup, and typically I put bronzer on my jawline, and I don't really like to put cleansing balm over there because then I have to put water on it and wash it off, and then those water droplets get my shirt all wet. So in order to get any remaining traces of makeup off, especially around my neck, I use these toner pads to remove any excess and also tone my skin. Next is eye cream again. I just use the same one that I use in the morning. Make sure that you use your ring finger so that you don't cause any premature wrinkles. And one of the most important steps for me in my nighttime skincare routine is definitely serum. I go back and forth between serums a lot, but currently I've been using the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Serum. This is an AHA Resurfacing Night Serum, so it really helps to smooth out any texture or bumps that you have on your skin, and it also helps exfoliate. I have really sensitive skin, but this one doesn't irritate my skin at all, but I know that some people do experience irritation with this, so just make sure that you do a patch test before putting this one on. I started off using this 2 to 3 times a week, and then as my skin started to get used to the acids, I built it up to maybe 4 times a week depending on my skin's condition. And then last but not least, to seal everything in, I go in with my moisturizer. This is a new one that I've been trying from Glow Oasis, and I really like the texture of this because I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a gel, but at the same time it melts when you put it in contact with your skin into a watery texture. So it feels really, really hydrating, and it sinks into the skin really nicely, and I feel like it locks everything in. So yeah, I have no complaints about this so far. It has pink cactus in the ingredients, which is meant to help provide deeper hydration on your skin. So that's it for my AM and PM skincare routine. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'll leave all the products that I mentioned down in the description. Just know that what works for me might not work for you, so I always recommend doing a patch test or seeing how your skin reacts based on any active ingredients that are introduced in your current skincare routine. If you guys enjoy this type of content, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!